up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In the car driving the S1000. It's been a little bit, been a few days since I posted a video. Keep you updated on what's going on in the S1000 because, you know, I've changed the spark plugs on it. It actually drives fantastic. So the problem was the spark plugs from the get-go. I think cleaning the throttle body also kind of helped, but the car has been driving fantastic. Haven't had any issues at all. Just drives phenomenal. So there you go. If anyone ever has any issues with your car, kind of hesitating or bogging, but no check engine light or anything is showing up, could just be your spark plugs. Check that first. Maintain them, replace them, whatever. For those of you who are still interested in my channel and also want to know what's going on with the Lexus, so the car is still being sold to the person who sent the deposit. Like I said, he's gonna actually hit me up when he's ready, but I actually ordered some parts, some tires for the car. I want to set it up just right because he's gonna be driving the car home. It's not a local purchase, so hopefully I can get these tires in, put on, set the car straight, do an alignment, maybe change the spark plugs because I've been wanting to do that for some time. It's just the spark plugs are a pain in the ass to do on the ISF, you know, but I know if I take my time I can actually get it done. Another thing is the door panels on the ISF needs to be replaced. I got the new ones, but I swapped them out because I was daily driving it. But prior to him picking up, I'm gonna throw the door panels back on, clean the car up, clean the interior, get it just right. Hopefully everything works out in my favor and his favor and he enjoys the car. So that's that. Another thing is I'm heading to the post office right now. Sold something, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop it off. Also gonna stop by HP Logic. If you remember that Skyline that I worked on, the R32, I actually have to finish tinting that car like I mentioned. It's at HP Logic right now and I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna have to come back out here later on this week and tint it. The rear window needs to be retinted and the front windshield needs to be tinted. So I'm gonna finish that up. It'll probably take me about a couple hours at the most. Hopefully there's room at HP Logic because I don't want to go ahead and just intrude. Also, there's some plans for the future of this channel with some collaborations with other people in YouTube, and I'm also on the way there to meet with them to see if we can work out a deal with something. It's gonna be big, and I hope that I'm able to reach out to a new crowd of people and not only keep it so secluded with just what my content's about, which is very minimal because my channel is mainly about just the Lexus, now the S2000, vinyl wrapping, and just random crap. So channel's gonna be changing very soon if this collaboration comes through. Hopefully everything works out. I'll update you guys out in a later video, but right now I gotta focus on driving and get through these goddamn traffic. Hey cutie. Alright guys, so we're at HP. This is the car I have to actually tint. As you remember in the last video or the other video, I actually tinted these, but now I gotta go ahead and tint this. I had him come home and scrape all that junk off, if you remember. So that's gonna be retinted sometime this week, as well as the windshield, just to protect the car a little bit from the heat. Florida gets really crazy hot, so I'm hoping I can make this look really clean before he picks it up. But I really like the purple. It just needs a good wash, maybe a detail.
Not bad.
You changing the oil from the top?
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Wow.
Yeah, we're actually tightening up some coolant lines for the turbo. We just replaced the lines to steel braided instead of nylon. Alright guys, I gotta go. Bye. Later, Joe. Have a good day. I will cry. Here, all he wanted was a little swoosh.
It's pretty. Sweet. Always got some nice cars out here. at HP. I think this one's a GTT. I think the GTR has a grill on it. Yeah, this one might be a GTST. These are pretty cool. I like the Vokes on there. Probably 10.5, 22 all around, just because of the dish on the front and rear. Got some Miatas. Pretty much an S2000. It's pretty rad. So cool. I really like these wheels too, and the finish. It's just funny looking when it's on like 14s or 15-inch wheels, you know what I mean? Because it's so small. Here's the infamous Dusty. This is Jack's car, as you can see on the license plate. It's got the cool livery on. I've been wanting to look at this in person. Oh, it's actually printed. I thought this was like hand cut or or custom made actually, but it's actually a whole entire like sheet, like a printed vinyl. Damn, that looks kind of cool. I'm actually a sucker for you know, vintage style builds like this from the 90s. Sweet. Here's my piece of poop, S2000. At least it's riding really nice now that I put the spark plugs in. Really like it with the Mugen top too. Only thing I gotta worry about here is fixing this thing right here. I gotta take this wing mount off, fill in the holes. It's kind of cool when I had it, but I don't know, I just want to sell that wing. People want it, but they want me to ship it. I just don't want to ship it. It's too much of a liability, and I'm pretty sure everyone here understands that. So furthermore, front end looking pretty cool with the Japanese style clear lens. Damn it. Alright guys, so leaving the shop. Been here for a few hours hanging out with Chris, Alex, and Marcus. Just met Alex. He's pretty cool. He's into detailing. He wants to learn a vinyl wrap, so we're gonna speak on that later. But it's really nice out right now. Sun's setting, that's why my skin looks so damn nice. But I'm gonna go home and get some food, and we'll talk a little more when I get in my garage.
11 minutes later.
Alright guys, so we're back home, and I just picked up some food, but I want to go ahead and talk anyway while I'm eating because I'm hungry. Picked up some Zaxby's. It's like a fried chicken place. I don't know. There it is. I always get wings and things. That's my favorite, but I don't really eat the toast. I wish I could substitute that for celery, which in this case they didn't give me any celery, but it's fine. Usually it does. But anyway, I was just hanging out with Chris Rudnick, Marcus, and their friend Alex. So we are venturing on a collaboration for YouTube. So if you follow them and you follow me, expect to see them more in the future. It's kind of cool to network and work with other YouTubers and friends, and just try to branch off, try to spread ideas and positivity in the YouTube community. It's not gonna last forever, that's for sure, but it's cool to have that diversity, you know what I mean? To see multiple channels collide with one to make a great content. So that's all that we're using it for, and just a way to teach each other new things about anything. So I got to meet Alex, and Alex and I are gonna be collaborating with Chris to do stuff, and we'll see how that works out. Another thing, the Lexus is sold. Well, I wouldn't call it sold. There's a deposit on it. I mentioned it already. Someone sent me a deposit. He's gonna buy the car. Once the finance is clear, I'm gonna sign the title to him, and it's gonna go on to his new owner. So you'll meet him later when everything falls in place. But in the meantime, I ordered some tires. I ordered fresh new tires for the Lexus. So the stock tires they need to be replaced anyway. So I went with what everyone does. It's 245/35 for the fronts and 275/30 for the rear. Now this is an 08. 08 has the 19x8, 19x9. So you can't run, people are saying you can run 255/35 in the front, which I think is a little bit too big for the 08 stock wheels. Now if you have the newer 2000, I think 10 or 2012 wheels, they're half an inch wider. So you have 8.5 and a 9.5. So you could run technically 255/35 on an 8.5, and you could run the you can even do the 285. A 285/30 would be pretty damn nice on the back, which is a 9.5. But in terms of 08 stocks, I would recommend doing 245/35 and 275/30. Matching tires. Don't be all cheap and running crazy sizes, because they all perform differently. So I think he'll be happy with it. I'm also going to include some things like brake pads that I picked up. I have 2 sets of brake pads that I purchased from Rock Auto that I don't need. That's going to be given to him so he can do brake pads for another 5-10 years, whatever it may be. I also have spark plugs I gotta put in. Probably gonna do that before I get rid of the car, because he has to make the journey home. He's not local, he's from another state, so we're gonna plan it out and see what happens. I don't think he's in a trailer. I'm pretty sure he's gonna drive it home, and the car's well capable of driving home, so that's gonna be that. Also gonna check the valley plate area. I haven't seen any leaks, but I've seen a lot of people mentioning their cars failing on that situation. Now, I had 140,000 miles and haven't had that issue yet, but I've seen people with 40,000 miles with that issue with the newer model. And it doesn't matter about mileage. That's why when I put my car for sale, people complain about the mileage and the price being a little bit too high for Kelly Blue Book. I was just like, yo, you guys are really just being annoying and just finding reason to start some drama. People will pay what they think the car is worth. Those wheels, MSRP, probably $3,600, maybe a little more, because they're 19s. Used, you're still gonna have to pay over $2,500 for a set of Volks. That's if the owner sees it in that value. Now they took a hit. They took over, $1,000 hit, but people buying it value them at like fucking $1,000. So the way I see it, people just like to be cheap and say stuff and just kind of stir up the pot, because I just think you guys have nothing better to do. But actuality, you put yourself in their shoes, and if that's your car, if that's your parts, and people offer that to you, just you'll be offended as well. So end of the day, you guys were leaving comments in the past couple months about me not getting what I want, me regretting selling the car. I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna want another one. The way I see it with anything in life, once you enjoyed something for quite some time and you want to let it go, you usually don't fall back on it. Now, if I ever were to get this car again, it would be the same thing. I would love it initially, but I've already enjoyed every part of it. I've taken it apart and put it back together. It's a great car. It's a fantastic car, but I'm good with it. I've enjoyed it. Someone else needs to enjoy it, and I'm giving that to one of my subscribers, one of my friends that I call friend. He's gonna be able to get the car and enjoy it and use it for what it's for. A great daily driver, a great performance car, great on the track, whatever he wants to do to it. It's a great car, but I'm just passing it along now. Someone said I'm asking way too much, but honestly, I'm actually getting what I would wanted in the car. And because someone is willing to pay what I wanted, I am going the extra mile and putting new tires on for him, cleaning it up for him, making sure everything is perfect, have all the paperwork ready to go, documenting it on YouTube along the way. Just because, talking with people, I find that if they're good to you, you should be good to them. Now, if someone comes and offers me 13 grand that's a whole different story. I'm gonna just tell them straight up, you're gonna get the car bare bones, no suspension. Everything's gonna be clean stock, no headlights, no lip, whatever. I'm gonna leave it the way it is, condition wise, everything, no tires. Because that extra $7 grand that someone's giving me, it's fantastic. But I also see it as going above and beyond and doing more for them because they're willing to spend what I'm willing or what I'm asking for. So in the day, you know, when you're selling something, don't back down on your price regardless. And if you're buying something, be reasonable, because you got to put yourself in people's shoes, especially the one that's selling it. I don't think it's fair to, in today's society, even in the car scene, the group of people in this car scene are very childish, and I just wish it was a little different. I mean, there's times to joke, but when it comes down to like people's personal belongings and finances or money involved, it should be all respected. Or even personal matters like family, you know, spouses, friends. You don't pass that line. And you know, it's so easy to just text it through the freaking comments or through the messages and behind my back or people's back. It's easy to talk that way, but in the end of the day, you have to go home and live with the fact that you're a shitty person. And I don't know how people can sleep at night, because I couldn't. So it is what it is. So to that guy that said I wasn't gonna get my money's worth or I'm gonna regret it, I'm not gonna regret it, because someone is actually buying the car and enjoying it. And yes, I am gonna get what I'm asking for, and I'm going to. So not to be cocky, but I'm very confident, and it all worked out in the end. So the dude buying the car, you're gonna really love this car. I mean, just look at it in the background, shiny as hell, and it's vinyl wrapped. But those wheels are going off, and I'm keeping those wheels because I love those wheels to death. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and just talk to you guys a little bit and try to eat a little, because I'm really hungry. Another thing I want to talk about is this shirt. I actually made this shirt. Can't make the video today, but I want to make a video. This is actually made by me. I used a plotter and cut out the design that I created on an app, and using Vivid's heat transfer film, I was able to use a plain t-shirt like this and was able to iron this on. Washed this about twice and really no issues. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, look at that. It's really nice. It's stretchy, you know, and look, reset, it still looks like a square. So in this, I have Save Florida's import scene. I started that Instagram, and it was just influenced and made because I've seen, I've seen California. The way they build the cars in the Honda scene is like fantastic, it's phenomenal. Even like the RX-7s, the Mazdas, the Nissans, them, Hawaii, even if you want to bring it over to Japan, they all do it right. And since me being a Florida native, not a native, but I live in Florida, and I've seen the car scene go from just total shit, and I'm just gonna say it like that because people are caring less about the overall look and cleanliness of their car and their build. They only care about like one little thing, and it just makes the car, like, it makes the car scene so raggedy. Like, I don't like, I wish people cared more about everything. Like, if you're gonna have 100% of the car and you're gonna put 70% into the engine, freaking 20% into the interior, and then 10% on the exterior, like, you should balance that out in a little sense, because that car is kind of like an extension of who you are. And I just mainly made this just to promote that. The import scene, I wish it was a little bit better than what it is now in Florida. East Coast and Florida is kind of known for just stance cars with a stupid camber and all that crazy Jigglypuff looking thing. Is just, I don't know why they do it. I guess because Florida has flat roads and cars can go low over here. I just think it's stupid. I mean, it looks good in photos, but functionality wise and like the car in general, like, it makes no sense. So I made this and I started it, but I just really haven't promoted or pushed it because of whatever reason. So that's something if you guys are interested in. But I can show you guys how to make t-shirts if you guys want to make t-shirts at home. If you want me to make some t-shirts, I'm in the process of doing that, making some limited run, maybe about 25 t-shirts or so, just to see if I have anyone that's interested in buying them. I'm gonna create a design, buy some of these different colored ones, and just make about 25 shirts that I'm gonna sell. Be a limited run. Probably gonna have the Lexus or something in that nature be on the shirt, so that's something to look out for. I think it'll be kind of cool. It's pretty much, you know, just if anyone would care to have a nice t-shirt from my channel or me personally making it, because I am going to personally make it. I'm going to make a video on it too, so that'd be cool. Look out for that. But I'm going to finish up these wings. These wings look phenomenal. I mean, look at this thing. If you go to Zaxby's, this is actually nuclear sauce. I love that sauce the most. Yeah, this is just something I go to every single time if I'm really craving something. But anyway, talking a little bit too long, but I thought I'd update you guys on this. If there's some way I can make this quality into a live stream, that would be freaking pretty sweet. So let me figure that out in the future, because I wouldn't mind live streaming, like I said, once or twice a week, sitting in this garage just talking to you guys about stuff, because this camera has pretty nice quality and a nice little bokeh, or bokeh, the blur effect that you have here, which is me in focus, everything blurred in the back. I think it would be kind of cool for live streaming, as opposed to using a phone or my little what you call it? I can't even say it. My freaking camera on the computer. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you stuck around and listened to me talk about nonsense, and I'm trying to keep you guys updated on things. I'm gonna go ahead and make another video this week because I have an event coming this Saturday, and that's gonna be down in Pembroke Pines. So if any of you guys want to see the car in person that live in South Florida, go to this event. It's on Saturday morning. I'll talk about it tomorrow. So just hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, make sure that bell is also clicked next to the subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll try to answer in the next video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.